Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Bill Harber, who is President Americas for Hurtigruten. And if you don't know what Hurtigruten is, you should by now. We're going to find out a lot about it. It's a wonderful cruise line, and this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Bill, I've been covering Hurtigruten and its predecessor company, Norwegian Coastal Voyages, which is the old name.
Yeah.
You changed the name a number of years ago.
Yeah.
What is the company now? How many ships does it have? And in terms of a cruise, I know it started out, and it is still, a ferry service or ship service around Norway. Then it became, in addition, a cruise line and offering cruises to all kinds of Arctic and Antarctic ports as an adventure cruises.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the cruise line today.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, Hurtigruten means fast route in Norwegian, and essentially it's got a 125-year history of going up and down the Norwegian coast and covering the fjords, but also connecting all of the port cities in Norway. So that's its heritage, and of course the upper third of Norway is above the Arctic Circle. So there's there's a polar pioneering aspect of Hurtigruten, which is part of the DNA. And in the past 5 years, we've really been venturing into expedition cruising, and we've been sailing to Antarctica as well as the Arctic. So some of our big routes are Arctic Canada, Northwest Passage, as well as
which is really hot these days. Everybody wants to go up to the winter north. Right?
It is Iceland, Greenland, Svalbard as well.
Iceland is everybody, hot stuff, right?
I got to go to Svalbard, which is news to me. I'm learning the geography of the Arctic North, and there are more polar bears there than people. So it's been a lot of fun to learn these Arctic itineraries. And Hurtigruten, as it turns out, is the largest player in both poles. And for example, in Antarctica, we have 27 voyages that leave each year, and we'll have 3 ships sailing there quite soon.
And what are the ships that are sailed down there now?
Right now we have Fram and Midnight Soul, and so we have our itineraries will be going anywhere from 11 to 18 and 23 days, and so we'll have 3 ships sailing in Antarctica soon, and we have 2 great new builds coming, MS Roald Amundsen and also MS Nansen. These are going to be state-of-the-art expedition vessels, the first hybrid battery-powered cruise ships in the world.
And when are those coming out?
Those are coming out in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not too far away.
Not too far away.
I like that. So those are the cruise product, and so I've always said that it's kind of it's a company where you can go and enjoy the Norwegian coastline, and that was a wonderful cruise, or do this expedition cruising, right?
Exactly. And so the Norwegian Fjords is sort of the classic for us, and certainly a lot of people have an interest in seeing the Northern Lights, and there's no better way to see it than on a cruise. And also we're now for the Americas really focusing on Antarctica. That's going to be our biggest seller and the one that we want to be most known for.
Well, indeed, and it's hot stuff to go to Antarctica, and you mentioned Iceland, and somebody told me the other day you can't buy a cabin on an Iceland cruise now.
Yeah, in Iceland there is a lack of hotel accommodations,
right.
And so a lot of people not only want to go on a cruise, but they want to circumnavigate Iceland. So that's a great way to see the polar north.
Now, how are you working with the U.S. travel agent trade?
Yeah, so I've been in this role since December. So new to the role, coming to Hurtigruten after 5 years in Asia. And one of the things that we're doing is we're working with fewer partners. We want to have more strategic, deeper relationships, and we want to do higher revenue with each of our partners. And we also want to sell more on the Explorer down to Antarctica as well as the Arctic. And we'll always carry coastal Norway, so we're not as well known right now. We're one of the cruise industry's best kept secrets, but not for long.
Now, what is the typical customer that you're going after in terms of who would be good for these cruises?
Well, the great thing about Hurtigruten is there's really 2 sets of customers we go after. We are more than happy for a bucket list item. So a lot of people that are avid cruisers want to touch all 7 continents. So they choose Hurtigruten to go to Antarctica, for example. But also we attract the adventure traveling set. So land-based travelers that need a base camp at sea. And some of the places we go go are some of the most far-flung places in the world. It may be the western side of Greenland, for example, and we provide that base camp at sea for adventure travelers also.
No, that's amazing. It's an amazing product. Anything else we should know for going into this year and in 2019?
Yeah, I think the big thing about us, and to explain to travel agent partners, is our guest profile. Who sails Hurtigruten, and why do they sail with us? And so one of the important things to remember is our guests are very curious about the world. To us, the ship's not the destination. The destination is the destination. And our guests are really more interested in that off-ship experience. So for example, rather than having one cruise director, we have a whole team, an expedition team that takes you on polar landings, and they're scientists, they're maybe biologists, geologists, they could be photographers. They're adventure travelers in their own right, and then the evening you learn more about the next day's landings. So it's quite a difference than some of the regular cruises.
Well, it sounds fascinating, and both ends, the Norwegian coastal experiences and the exploration. Bill, good luck with it. I know I've been following the line for many years, and I always think you said it is the best kept secret, even though it's a name that many of us Americans had trouble with, but I think I got it down. Hurtigruten, right?
Very good, yes.
I've been practicing for a few years now. Maybe I got it right. It's great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you, James.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.